On 8 Music Station, Playhouse in the morning, Zero and Amy today, and this is a round of Am I the Jerk? Basically, I'm guessing you've probably been in that situation before where you did something and you're like, oh man, was I the jerk in this? I did something wrong here. Well, in Am I the Jerk, we basically roundtable it real quickly and we vote whether or not you were a jerk or you absolutely were not a jerk. Case 1 of 3 today, Am I the Jerk? I am a professional photographer. It's what I do for a living. My wife's cousin is getting married, and she recently asked if I would be their photographer. And I said, of course. After a few weeks, it became clear they meant for 100% for free. So I sent my rate card, and now the family's being weird toward me, but why would I do this for free? Am I the jerk?
I don't think you're a jerk. No, they should not expect you to do that for free. I always think friends or family, they assume you're just... If you know somebody like that and they're in the family, they're going to assume you're just going to do it for free. No, you're still working. And if you don't want to work at the wedding, then just go as a normal guest. You sent your rates. If they don't want to do that, it's not on you.
Well, it's one of those things where if they obviously they need a photographer and they know that they have one of the family, it makes sense to me that they'd want to keep the business in the family, and maybe it would be a natural thing even for you to like cut them a little tiny bit of a deal just because they're family.
Yeah.
It's the family rate. But to just have assumed that you would do that for free, like had maybe you guys even gone so far as to be like, this is our gift to you. Like that could have been something you could do, but I don't think you should expect, no, there's no reason you should do that for free.
They shouldn't have assumed you were going to do it for free. And I think if they're going to ask you to be the photographer, they should have said, like, what's your rating? Like, they should have went that way. And then it could have been up to you to say, like, well, normally I charge this much, but I'm going to give you a deal. Or we were thinking, how about instead of, like how you said, the gift and doing it for free. But they should not have assumed that.
I just, gosh, I don't even like doing stuff. Like, don't do business with family. You're like, involve family stuff into your like work, and like, I'm just not a fan of that. Case 2, Am I the Jerk? My sister's getting married and asked if I would be her maid of honor. I'm actually quite pregnant these days, and I said that I'd happily be a bridesmaid if she needs me, but for what I know she wants the next couple of months, a pregnant woman's not the one to do it for. It's too much work. Too much of it does involve drinking because she wants the whole typical bridesmaid, maid of honor experience. I can't give that to her, so I was honest with her, and I said, I can't do that, but I'd happily be a bridesmaid and help out with some advice for your real maid of honor, and now she is super mad at me. Was I the jerk?
Absolutely not. Your sister should understand where you're coming from. You have a life, too, and while she wants you a part of the wedding, she can't expect you to fulfill everything as the role of a maid of honor. And she should understand that. Or else, you know what she should have said? I understand that you're worried about that, but don't worry. That's not stuff I'm going to put on you. That I don't need you to do that, but I would like you to be my maid of honor because I want you to be the person standing next to me at my wedding day.
I 100% agree with you. I don't think that if she wants the typical, like what I'm imagining a bridesmaid, maid of honor, bride experience to be, she probably shouldn't ask the pregnant woman.
And yeah, because then it's like you're going to be in charge of the bachelorette party and things like that. Like my sister, I want her to be my maid of honor, but I've already told her, you're not in charge of the bachelorette party because I know it's going to be boring. I would rather put my brother in charge.
So you're going to put somebody in charge of that you know is going to do a good job. Mm-hmm. I still think that you should look just right across the room. I think I'd do a pretty good job for you.
At my bachelorette party?
I think I would.
What is the plan?
Well, I can't tell you, but no, it would be...
it's a surprise?
It would be bananas.
Okay.
It would be all kinds of bananas.
Is this like one of those... We're in a job interview, they ask, like, what would you do here differently? And you're like, you don't want to give away your secrets until you for sure get that position?
Yeah, kind of.
Is that how you feel about this bridesmaid?
Basically, yeah.
Maid of honor? Okay.
Yeah. I could be a man of honor.
I know, I was thinking about having my brother be my maid of honor, but I don't know if that's weird.
So what you're telling me is your brother's really my competition in this?
Yeah.
Well. And finally... Am I the jerk? I put in my 2 weeks notice and my boss said if I'd be willing to stay for 3 or 4 weeks, that'd be fantastic. And I said, well, I already told the new company I'm going to go working for the start date. And he told me that's pretty pathetic. I couldn't at least make a classy exit. I'm sorry, isn't that what the 2 weeks notice is? Am I the jerk?
Your boss is the jerk. Yeah. Good on you for giving them the 2 weeks notice. And if they can't accept that and say, like, way to be classy. What do you mean? You're following protocol. You did the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You could have just up and left. And which now you should say, yeah, you're right. I'm not classy. Bye. This is my last day.
I think generally speaking, that 2 weeks is the typical thing people do, and I guess I don't know what you do for a living, but what do you want to risk jeopardizing? Your relationship with this place you're leaving? Like, don't necessarily burn a bridge, but you are going somewhere else that you think is going to be your future. I wouldn't necessarily make them angry by being like, oh, I need another 2 weeks.
Not the new job. Don't mess that up. But I would say after the way your boss responded, burn that bridge. Some of them need to be lit on fire and say bye.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, how sad would you be about burning the bridge to somebody that reacts that way?
Especially, because you already got the new job.
Yeah, you're good. You don't need them anymore.
Why? Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome.